It was in the 1880s when businesses gained what we now call corporate personhood. And for literally hundreds of years, businesses have been able to do a lot with that. Sue people, donate to political causes, lobby politicians for looser restrictions, all of that stuff that, we love, we love, love, love. It's cool, I guess. However, I posit that there's a problem with corporate personhood, and that's the fact that corporations are seen as people, but they're not punished like people. Pretty sure we all know businesses are able to kind of just get away with murder. Name one time a business collapsed or stopped existing because it killed its employees, let alone the people they were selling their products to. I'll wait. That's right, it hasn't happened. On top of that, last I checked, I'm a person under the law. If I commit murder and I'm found guilty under the law, I'm pretty sure that I would go to prison for life. And if not for life, at least a very, very long time. But when a business murders someone, they just get a fine and to go about their day as if nothing happened. And these fines on top of that are never hefty enough to account for a human life. They just never are. And doesn't that shit just not make any sense? Like, can we not front that shit doesn't make any fucking sense? Wouldn't it make sense if businesses are people that they should be held to the same standards as people when it comes to crime and punishment? Now, what I'm trying to say is either businesses should be punished like us when they commit crimes, or they are not people, which I don't think businesses are people, and they shouldn't have any right to donate to political causes or sue people in any way, shape, or form. Like, hands down, absolutely not. Now, hold on. I can hear you typing away at your keyboard right now. Bear, this sounds stupid. So you're saying that either you put a business in prison for committing a crime, a singular crime, or businesses don't get to put money into politics? This sounds a little crazy. And for one, I think I'm not really crazy for believing that businesses should not in any way have any power to put any money into politics. They shouldn't, because every time that happens, it just leads to bad outcomes, literally every single time. So, you know, but what about a business that didn't just commit one crime? How about a business that led to the deaths of not a couple of people in their factories, but millions of people throughout American history? Tens of millions of people, in fact. What about companies who knew exactly what the dangers of their product were while lying to Americans for decades on end, while also knowing that what they were selling literally caused cancer? What about a company that still exists today selling the same thing? And we all know the people who use them. My friends, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the entire tobacco industry. If you don't know the history behind big tobacco and its effect on American culture as a whole and how they got away with just killing millions of Americans, here's the video. Um, I'm holding out my hands because later when I edit this, I should be able to put the video right here for you to click. If you cannot click it, I'm just embarrassing myself right now, and that'll be fine. Doing YouTube in and of itself is an embarrassment, and I've never been one to care about my pride all that much. Now, back to the topic at hand. The tobacco industry makes billions of dollars in profit every single year. And I think it's about time that ends. The United States government does in fact recognize that it doesn't have a good solution to keep businesses from murdering people. And yeah, the US government does in fact recognize that businesses can commit murder. I'm going to leave a link in the description for those of you who don't believe me, because I've been having a lot of you make comments on my new videos that, yeah, go off, King. But I believe that the tobacco industry should probably get life sentences behind bars because that's what it deserves. And what does that really mean? Well, I think those businesses should get nationalized. And the profits of those businesses should go directly in the pockets of the American people as a form of UBI or as a form of reparations, or as a or to pay for some kind of service that we need. I don't know, like healthcare, or at least some of our healthcare costs. There shouldn't be a single person profiting off of suffering and death, especially of the people who they sell their products to. I think that's an ethical argument that I can easily make and that most people will actually agree with. Not only that, this stone kills a second bird. I think nationalizing tobacco companies would also lead to less people smoking cigarettes in general. I mean, we all know the type of people who smoke cigarettes and how they hate the government for taxing them so hard and making them so expensive. So I'm pretty sure they do everything in their power to quit if they knew Joe Robinette Biden was making 100% of the money they were giving him. Not only that, creating this legal framework would give America an actual way to combat a lot of the horrible shit that companies do to make money in this country, like the many corporations that use sweatshop labor overseas or child labor overseas, or companies that are just dead ass responsible for what will be known as, when it happens, the destruction of our planet if we don't fix it immediately. And yes, this time I am talking about oil and gas companies. I mean, seriously, other countries have nationalized their oil and gas. It wasn't just Venezuela, guys. Syria does it. We're allies with Syria. Seriously, how will we as humans reconcile with the fact that even if we save ourselves from climate change, it was the actions of only about 100 businesses that even caused this, and they lied to us about it? Are we just going to let them go scot-free when they literally are responsible for the destruction of our planet? Is that not a crime against humanity that should result in the nationalization of those companies? And yet, under the American legal system, there would be no recourse. There would be nothing but a fucking fine. Now, of course, there's some economic ramifications that would come of this, and I'm not an economics major. I'm a political science major, so I'm going to ignore those ramifications and say one last thing. One of you might be thinking, what's your end goal? And you want to know? Okay. I want Amazon. I want the American government to swallow the entire infrastructure that exists, that is Amazon, and make it a part of USPS. Because that single step, justifiable step, by the way, Jeff Bezos makes $250 billion a year. I'm sure he's made enough money by now. We can do it once he's made trillions of dollars. We can just take Amazon and make it a part of America's infrastructure, and that could change the world economy. But that idea right there is something that would get me assassinated in American politics. So I'm just gonna make a video, and we're just gonna post it. And I won't say this on a political trail, or maybe I will. I still have some time to grow. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.